This podcast is brought to you in association with Small Beer Limited, Britain's leading cask ale and craft beer wholesaler. Head to all the W's, smallbeerwholesale.co.uk. Now on with the show. Hello and welcome to the show, the podcast that is as sexy as cheese on toast. I don't feel as lonely this week. It's me, Adam, him, Carl.
Hello there.
DT.
Good evening.
No Tibbsy. Yet again, no show. That's another blot in his copybook, to be fair, because we don't even know he's not coming tonight and put it in the group, is he?
Nope.
Oh, sir. No, he's fine. Yeah, you have to feel... it's a bit warm in here, but not as unbearable as last week, so apologies for that.
It's fine.
Podcast fans.
I'm genuinely not sorry.
I had a few people message me saying that they put it on thinking it was going to be like a normal show. There was like 7 minutes in and out.
Well, to be honest, they should be grateful for that.
Okay. I'm fine with that. I'm fine with that, Carl.
We didn't have to do that, did we?
True.
I say I did fuck up.
I genuinely didn't listen to the voice messages until I clicked play.
Really?
Yeah, quite enjoyed them.
Did mine at work.
Good job. You.
Yours were normal, then Tibbs was like ridiculously northern. Hey, up, Adam. Been down pit like. Can't make it this week. Yours was a good bit of beep in the background. Enjoyed that.
Yeah. Yeah, authentic.
It was fucking hot though, wasn't it? Although I promised you rain this week, and there's none today, so it is a little bit sweaty
It's not too bad in here.
in La Palace.
Yeah, we're all right.
How have you both been?
Been good, mate.
Bean or bean?
Bean.
Beans on toast.
How have you both being?
I've been good.
Being
Do you like cheese on toast?
Love cheese on toast.
It's goat, innit?
elite. Well,
It's right up there.
It's up there, yeah.
Yeah, I could happily munch on that.
Bit of Lee Perrins.
Yes.
Bit of Worcestershire sauce, as the Americans say, because they can't say Worcester sauce.
I'm not too fussed about that.
We're Chestershire.
I know how.
Hey, what are you doing with it? Are you prepping it? I don't put butter on mine.
Oh, I do.
Grill it, cheese it, grill it again. Lee Perrins.
You are toasting it then, aren't you?
I did I not say I meant butter.
Sorry.
I don't put butter on
You
it.
may have said that.
Some people butter it and then
You
grill
butter
it.
both sides.
Oh, I don't at all.
Oh,
No
yeah,
butter
no,
at all.
Yeah, butter both sides.
Butter both sides and cheese.
I like it dry.
Shitloads of cheese. I like a variety of cheeses as well, not just like...
Oh yeah, I like a mixed bag.
Yeah, and then just dip it in some brown sauce when I'm eating it. Lovely.
Father's Day yesterday. How did everybody celebrate?
I went to Botanist and had a burger. It was bloody lovely.
On your own?
And obviously with my dad. Weirdly.
Visions you sat eating a burger on your own went,
you-
fuck the lot of you.
They,
Single and ready to mingle.
They at the Botanist, they gave, like, to be fair...
Gave.
If you... Whatever.
If you want to say Gev, he says Gev.
Yeah.
I'm fine with slap
It's
jawed.
a free world.
Tis I.
They gave...
Fucking lazy cunt.
They gave my dad a can of Tiny Rebel Pump Up the Jam, and if you know my dad, he could not be any further from a Tiny Rebel Pump Up the Jam kind of drinker if he tried.
The place I went gave her just a pint of lager. That's what your dad would have been into, wouldn't it? Just nothing.
No, Dad drinks red wine and lemonade because he's weird.
Red wine lemonade?
Yeah. In the
Well, new
fridge.
cocktails. My dad puts his red wine in the fridge. It must be a dad thing.
Yeah.
There's certain red wines that are all right in the fridge.
Are they?
Yeah.
No, not for me.
Jam
You're a
jar.
traditionalist, Carl, aren't you?
Yeah, room temperature.
I like red wine down the drain because I'm uninterested.
What?
All wine. He's not bothered. I like a beer.
When I break my my dry spell, I am going red wine 100%. Yeah.
Bottle of it.
Yeah.
Chug, pass.
Probably, and then I'll be in a horrible mess.
We had the small beer golf day last week, didn't we?
It was sublime, wasn't it?
Very good day. Got a little bit sunburnt, naturally. Even though I'd brought a gazebo and a tree.
And you were literally in the shade all day.
And then popped out for about an hour. Felt the effects of it later. We've got to go to wicket.
Got
Like
Labashane. Fuck
This
off.
is Monday. We're recording at 6:22. So Carl is a little bit distracted because he's got it on his
just
lap.
nicked Labas.
So what are they? This is obviously the from the past.
Well, absolute bonus. Like, this is the second time that Bairstow's managed to fucking catch one, which is a miracle.
See, we're going on to
Segue.
that in a bit. We're going on to that in a bit. We're going on to. Let's just finish our train of thought, and then we'll go on to Carl's opinions on that, which are all very valid.
I mean, I burn normally in quite
Were
easily.
you not slapping it on?
But you burn. Even
I've been
more.
burnt in winter once. Fact.
Incredible.
And then for a guy who, as a kid, grew up in Cyprus, Mum and Dad was just dip me in sun cream. But no, it was a good day. It was my first experience with my new brewery, so I enjoyed that.
Yeah.
Slinging drinks. And then that last week, must have been last week, I went back up to the Small Beer HQ, the first time in 3 years. Saw Carl in his natural habitat.
Thriving.
Loved it. I was like, in my brain was like Attenborough. It's like, here's Carl in his natural habitat, staring out the window, playing with his testicles.
I wasn't. I'd been doing some form of work.
You were grinding, actually. You were grafting.
Yeah.
Because your boss sits behind you. Is Andy
Who?
technically your boss?
No.
Oh. Sore spot.
Awkward.
Are you
I
equals?
don't know. Probably. If he tells me what to do, I'd do it.
The rare beast of the Carl Stubbs, trying to watch cricket while earning a living.
No, I don't know whether he is. That's
With
a great-
horse racing on his phone.
Whilst placing a bet. He's a rare species.
No.
No, you were on it.
I was working.
Loved it. I was hungover.
I'm getting like 3-toned tan now.
you are.
So I've got like gets a lot of sun, has had a fair bit of sun, and has had no sun. It's
We're very similar, look, Carl. There's my...
like,
Honestly, even I look at myself in the mirror and go, fuck, you're pale, couldn't you? It's embarrassing.
you are like the whitest man. Yeah.
Cheers.
I mean, you said you had a white T-shirt on.
Couldn't tell, could you?
No fucking idea.
There's a picture of me
So someone
from
might just-
Bucharest, and someone's not kept in my room. They just got, I'm pissed as a fart. So they've gone in my room and took a picture of me, and all you can see is like hair because it's white sheet. I'm just sort of blended in to the sheets because I'm that pale. From last week's notes, because we obviously didn't get a chance to do it. Champions League final. Everybody enjoy it?
No.
Boring, wasn't it?
Yeah.
They got over the hurdle though, didn't they?
Yeah, I'm glad they did.
Over the hump. Are you glad? You're not bothered? I'm not bothered.
Yeah, I am. I'd rather English side, wouldn't it?
Yeah, 100% the same.
That I'm the same.
Plus, I've got a friend that works for Man City, and
name drop.
I didn't say his name.
Oh, friend drop. Pair drop. I got to go to
Pair
Coldplay
drop.
for free.
No, I wish. Fucking hell.
It was good.
It was good.
I enjoyed it, but I quite like Man City. They're just fucking good, aren't they?
They're an unbelievable team.
And I've got I love Grealish. I think he's some boy.
I'm a fan now, you'd be pleased to know.
Just
Big fan now. What a boy.
He's just a normal bloke.
Turns out I didn't like him at Villa because Dean Smith's a cock. Turns out he was just all part of that. But now he's out of that. Like the stuff he's doing for charity, he probably needs to stop drink driving. But the fact that he was on it, like, I was going to say this in
wasn't just on it.
No, but people need to bore off now.
Yeah, they
because
do.
let him have a beer. He's so much pressure going there. £100 million player, all that bollocks. Really struggled in the first year, and now he's won the treble. Fucking, if he can't get pissed, then when can he get pissed?
Exactly.
Well, I'll get pissed because it's Tuesday, let alone if it's won a treble.
Why can't he celebrate?
Exactly, Carl. Exactly. Let him fucking live, man.
He's literally won like the treble, which minus the only thing that would maybe top it off is if he like wins a World Cup with England.
It's the only other thing in it.
Yeah, like
It's as big as
literally
that.
winning the domestic treble is as good as it gets. It's ridiculous.
So let the man drink.
Yeah, but and to be fair, there was like Edison was saying that one Diaz sick in Jack Grealish's mum's handbag or something. But apparently he never drinks, but he was like, I've just won the treble, fuck it, I'm drinking.
It was just...
And he had Grealish gave him 2 shots of tequila.
Of course he did, straight in.
Spewed up.
Swim cap on.
Spewed up in his mum's handbag.
But it's just the usual people, like, giving it the... Oh, he should set an example. Oh, bore off.
He was absolutely...
When they're absolutely flat out at it for like fucking 10 months of the year, I did find it quite amusing that literally only Foden got minutes and the rest of the Man City players were just fucking sat on the bench. Just
probably hanging out their arses still.
I've just flicked my watch and my dad, who's the proudest Yorkshireman you'll ever meet in your life, just texted me saying, 2 gone, thumbs up, because he's dad. Bairstow, both catches. Like he's the last one on that hill to die, even I've turned. Anyway, yeah, so Champions League final, cover that, happy days. Declan Rice, Arsenal.
One thing on the
Yeah.
Champions League, and I think it's gone like, well, I haven't seen that much on it. I thought Edison was fucking phenomenal.
He was ridiculous.
He is, though, isn't he? He's class.
Mate, that save in the literally last kick of the game is fucking unreal.
Do you not find it funny that Inter Milan went all English on us and just tried to pepper the box and just try and make something up? I mean, you would do, it's the final, but normally...
I'll tell you what, the first half, though, they were... If you look up... If you go to Google, define Italian side, it would literally be the Inter Milan first half performance, wouldn't it?
But you said, to be fair, that that's what you...
Yeah.
why they might win it. And it's only a goal that's got them through. I mean, it's a hell of a finish, by the way, from Rodri.
It was. Finish. Yeah, it was, yeah. But they just... as soon as to be fair, I can't remember. Was you there up at the club watching it? Where did you watch it?
Yeah, I did. Well, I was.
Whoever was sat around me as soon as Man City got one, I was thinking that they'd probably get 2 or 3 because that's what I thought. I thought they would open up a little bit because they were so compact and so solid, Inter, and obviously they didn't need to score at that point. I think if the game went to penalties, Inter would have been more than happy, wouldn't they?
I think so. I think before a ball was kicked, they'd have taken it, wouldn't they?
Yeah.
Yeah. You know, I was the same. I thought the floodgates would open up, but in fact, I actually thought going into it. I mean, I was.
It's always it's a cagey.
It's a final, isn't it?
Yeah, they're all like it, aren't they?
Yeah.
I mean, even the FA Cup final was quite cagey.
I know, apart from the World Cup final, which was anything but.
What a game, by the way.
Yeah,
I know it was months ago, but
yeah.
Best of my lifetime, that's for sure.
But that was literally like the most unfinal final ever, wasn't it?
It was just
you don't get
basket
games like
case,
that.
wasn't it?
Yeah.
But no, yeah, I thought it was really cagey. It was good. I think it was an okay final. It is what it was. First half wasn't great. I mean, I was watching it through the lens of about 8 pina coladas, so I didn't really care. Sat into a Romanian bar.
How was your trip anyway?
Madness. I mean, you know the stag.
Yeah.
I think you'd know him, Carl. So you know he's a lunatic anyway. So to give you
psychopath,
to give you an idea of sort of the, I mean, I'll just start off by saying, genuinely, nobody does it better than Brits. I mean, we take a lot of flack in the world, but nobody does stag do's quite as well as us. No. Nobody goes off the deep end and has ferociously
forgets the armband.
Do you know what I mean? Just in we go. So like, went to bed at 9, didn't do a very good job of going to sleep, still sort of staring at my phone a bit, picked up at 1, minibus down, no beers in the minibus, which I'm slightly ashamed of, but it is what it is. Down there,
That's poor.
I know it's poor. Nobody bought any, so it was like...
You literally...
I work in beer, I get that, but none of my beer anyone would drink, because they're all absolute fannies. So on the minibus, straight down, and then it started. Giving the stag shots, everyone's beer. I think I had about 6 pints of Guinness on the plane, shoof, straight over, happy days, shit shower change, straight back out into shorts on, not me, obviously I had jeans on, I'm flexible. And then we had a bit of a casual afternoon, drinking wine, and
to Aldi with.
I had Aperol Spritz, had a cigar, looked all gangster.
I saw you had a cigar.
And that was it then, till about 3 or 4-ish.
Honestly,
Aperol Spritz and a cigar.
Honestly, mate, away from home.
Cigar photo.
Yeah,
is that like
awesome,
the coolest moment of your life?
I took about 12 photos to get to that one photo, but yeah, if I
you was genuinely taking that with in your head was going, I am going to look so cool on Instagram. Like
I'm not going to lie. I mean, that one there, particularly, Carl. I mean, that's top G in it. I looked an absolute gangster. I mean, look at me. Yeah. I mean, that's as good as it gets for me, that mate. That's as good as it gets.
That screams.
It's a good angle to hide some of the chins. Cigars in, Ray-Bans on.
Why didn't you get someone to take the photo for you?
Oh, I did that one there. Look, it's not as good though.
No, because they're a shit photographer. What you need to
everyone's
do,
pissed, mate.
You need to find the nearest Chinese person to take the photos because they always take incredible photos.
Big on Insta, aren't they?
Yeah.
So that was it.
That's my advice. If you ever need a photo taken,
find a Chinese
look for the
person.
local Chinese.
So off to a really, really fast pace, and then in bed, up omelette, and went to shoot some guns, which nobody was really asked about. But it's a stag do, so you got to do shit like this.
Did you shoot anything?
Yeah. So you'll be well aware that other than this country, no one really bothers with health and safety. I mean, we're shooting AK-47s, ridiculous hungover, with very little instruction, other than put your ear guards on. And don't turn back with it. Other than that, there's some military Romanian going, you have 10 rounds, shoot the target. Yeah, okay, nice one, we'll do that. And literally, pop in AK-47, 10 rounds, as you do, and then...
What noise did it make?
Hurt my shoulder,
Has
actually.
it got a silencer on it?
Very silent. And then
it was a whisper.
He gave me another gun, and it was even stronger. And as I'm sort of getting my sight on the target...
Is this the first time you've ever shot a gun?
Obviously. Yeah,
Well, you've never shot a gun before?
No, and it wasn't my cup of tea, mate. I mean, I'm not going to appear in any rap videos anytime soon or any other problems.
That's the sort of sound you make when you've had 10 wanks in a day.
just oh, sand. And then handgun, which you expect to be alright at, like a 9mm job.
No, because they proper jump.
Oh yeah. So I'm doing a gun thing now at the lads, right?
Yeah.
Pointing it forward, and all I can suddenly smoke's come wafting over my eyes. I've looked left at wherever the fuck his name is. It's just sparks up, isn't he? I'm like, oh okay.
It's
I'm
all
on
right
health
when
and
you want,
safety.
it's all right when you wanted a photo on Insta, wasn't it?
Yeah, but I'm not.
Pass your cigar on.
I've not got 18. Yeah, just on this, mate. Oh, that'd have been a better story, wouldn't it? Should I edit this? Should I edit it back in? Yeah, so got my cigar, passed it to matey. No,
What's his name? P-Dog?
No, I've no idea. No, it wasn't Beer Dog. There's like 18 lads here, or wherever we are, like pissed up. On the he's like, no, but honestly, we shot 5 guns. It's not for me.
Like smoking's pretty normal over in like
they love it.
Romania,
Oh,
imagine.
yeah.
Now imagine cigarettes
Big
are
on
about
it.
50p a pack or something.
And then, the next 2 days went off. So I slightly, you'll not be surprised to learn, I embarrassed myself on the last day a little bit. I ate it a bit hard on the second night.
What, did it take you 2 hours to drink a Guinness again?
It was probably worse than that, if I'm honest. So I was last seen at about 5 a.m. So as you can imagine, there's a lot of side streets, a lot of dancing, a lot of girls, a lot of music, a lot of cigars. You see me?
A lot of soap.
And I was last seen with 2 of the lads. I was demanding they kept drinking with me. I was last, I think I said on the 7-minute last week, last seen shouting, "No surrender," as I went off into the night. And then I was next seen at about 2 p.m. the next day. After 2 lads had come to check on me, I was fast asleep, then vomited everywhere. Black vomit everywhere. And then
black?
Yeah, I don't know what was going on. There was blood at one point, Carl. We're fine. It's a stag do. You crack on. And then by about 4-ish, I was back on it. So that's okay, isn't it? Back, I found pina coladas, let me ease back in.
It's basically fruit juice.
And then on it until the wee early hours.
Milk in it.
What?
Milk and rum in it. Coconut milk and rum.
Yeah.
And then I had a schnitzel at about 3 a.m.
juice, I think.
It was as long as your arm. A schnitzel. Oh, just what I needed.
Right.
It's flagging a little bit. Vodka Red Bull and a schnitzel. That's the thing about Romania and all them countries. You can eat good food until the wee early hours, can't you?
You can go have a sit-down meal, 3-courser if you want.
Just crack on.
Yep.
As madness ensues around you. No, I wouldn't rush to go back, but it was, if you're looking for somewhere to go for a stag lad trip, definitely go to Bucharest. It is utter madness.
Fair enough.
There's everything you want there. Carnage. Not much to do with the rest of the place, but like Budapest has got a bit more going on, as is Prague. Touristy stuff, but no, quality.
That nightclub we went to in Prague was something else.
Yeah, it was very good.
Was I there?
Yeah.
What nightclub?
In,
The one where
The
you
one
vomited up a
downstairs.
car?
Yeah, that's exactly the one.
We lost you that night, didn't we?
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know what really happened.
You got fresh air. That's what happened.
Fresh air hit me like a fucking juggernaut.
and to be fair, that other where was the that like 7-story like the one that you did the worm? Where was that? Was that in Budapest?
Yes.
This was your arrival at Small Beer Limited as well, wasn't it?
What?
This was your first thing.
First away trip, yeah.
Yeah, then you are worming it up.
No, it's
falling into
Budapest,
cars.
wasn't it? In that nightclub that had like
Yes.
loads of like a
Fucking
million different rooms.
yeah. And you walk out of one and it was
And
like...
it was like the pitch black room.
ah,
Mate, it was weird. And then it had like all round in the middle was like a massive open top.
like a pool
Yeah.
party without the pool, wasn't it?
Yeah, what a place. Eastern
Like,
Europeans. And then they had that burger
like
chain.
a ruined place, wasn't it?
Yeah, so
There
good.
was loads of them in Budapest. Ruin bars, isn't there? Lovely when it's finished.
When the fuck are they going to get this done?
Get on with it, lads.
It's like any
It's
fucking...
because they have 14 siestas a day.
It's like tradies in the UK at the minute. Oh, we'll get it done. We'll get it done.
I'm stacked, mate. I'm absolutely stacked. COVID, innit? Mate, that was over years ago.
Stop using it as an excuse.
Yeah,
you
stop
prick.
it. Fix my toilet. And don't talk to me about incest porn. Declan Rice.
Yeah.
Arsenal, do we think?
I think it's probably likely, isn't it?
That's as much as I care to talk about. If I'm honest, you haven't gone
Yeah.
yet. We'll talk about it later. Just it was on last week's notes. That's last week's roundup. So that's the pod you didn't get,
Well, I'm
people.
fucking glad we cried off because of the heat then.
Right, let's dive in. I know it's ongoing, but the Ashes, honestly, this has been awesome, and it's the first test. Even the first day got off like a train. Today, which is the fourth day, I've been listening on the radio, mesmerising, even on the radio. Do you want to do the Bairstow stuff first, Carl?
Well, we'd be 1-0 up if it wasn't keeping, wouldn't we?
Yeah.
Okay. Wow.
Well, we did tell you.
I don't disagree. I'm just saying.
No, we did tell you.
You did tell him. All right. I'm not the Bairstow fan club of it. I'm in agreement, actually.
Your dad is.
My dad is, yeah. My dad will never yield on that either.
I actually feel sorry for him. Because he's like so out of nick with keeping. It is frightening. Like he's so like the one thing that you cannot be with keeping wicket is robotic, and he just looks like the way that he's moving is so stiff and robotic.
Looks off it, doesn't he?
He's always going to.
Yeah.
Is it Harry Brooks that's caused this issue because he's come in and batted really well? And if he hadn't have done that, then he would have just gone out and Bairstow would have just come in and folks would have kept his place.
I don't like...
Because Brooks has forced his way in.
Brooks has forced his way in, but you cannot create a hole for a player that isn't there by just... It's like an equivalent of what we've done is just like, now we'll just go with 2 bowlers because we need to get him in because he's batting really well. Brilliant.
Would you get them both in if it was you?
Who?
So Bairstow and Folkes. Would you get? Obviously, clearly you want Folkes in. I get that.
Folkes has got. You've got to have in Test match cricket. You cannot afford to. This is like the pinnacle of the game.
I do not disagree.
You cannot afford to give away chances. Bairstow's already cost us 84 runs. I think 82, 84 runs. I think I calculated it to be.
And then add today's.
And then you've got today's onto that as well.
They were saying on the radio they missed 5 of 10. He's missed. Or something like we've missed as collective in the field 5 of 10.
And it's not just that, but you look at like Carey, like the catch that he took to get rid of Anderson was 10 times harder than the catch that Bairstow didn't even bother moving
go for.
So back to the original question: what do you do then? If you're the selector for the next test, what do you do?
Well, they've then got to make a decision on who are the top 5/6.
So therefore, Brook comes back out.
Folkes has got to play.
So if that's your line in the sand, what would you do?
If it was up to me, I probably would open the batting with Bairstow and not play Crawley.
Yeah,
that's interesting. I heard that one.
It would be one of the openers that I would sacrifice as well. Yeah,
you've got to play Folkes. So Folkes has got to play.
That's fine. If that's the flag in the ground.
In fairness, Stokes hasn't ruled out that he could quite easily open the batting in tests as well.
Stokes?
Yeah.
Right.
He could quite easily do that. But whether or not he would, I don't know. But it's, for me, Folkes has to play. He's genuinely, he's not just the best keeper in the UK at the minute, he's the best keeper in the world. It's honestly, it's fucking outrageous that he's not even in the side.
So the question is, will they stick to it? I was reading a piece in the Telegraph this morning that
it will be
interesting.
Stick to
it. It will be interesting.
Yeah.
Other than that, so we've said your piece on that, and that's all very educated as always. What do you think of it in general? I mean, it's gone off like a train, isn't it?
Oh,
it's phenomenal to watch. It's fascinating to see how different two sides can go about the same thing theoretically.
I mean, you've got Aussie friends. Yeah. I got a text from, I think he's technically a half because he's English, but he's saying the word over there is that they should swap shirts.
Yeah.
So it's just not. It just doesn't feel right. They should swap shirts. This should be Australia. And Tuff has made the point on Test Match Special. He was saying that the Justin Langer Australia and all that sort of them boys, they would have been very much more aggressive. Although saying that in this 4th innings, Australia have been quite aggressive. So
yeah.
Well, I wonder.
Well, they certainly haven't. Yeah, in this last in the 4th innings, we have.
There's a good stat.
Because they're both adjusting, aren't they?
In the first session of every day, I think England went at 5s on the first day. Second day, Australia went at 2.3. Third day, Australia went at 3s, and then this morning we were on. Oh, fuck knows what we went.
Like a train.
I mean, Phil Tufnell said on TMS, didn't he, that like I could have listed like 200 things that I thought would have happened, like when the first ball was bowled, and that would,
even streakers.
That would not have been one of them. He was talking about bomb.
I still haven't seen it back yet, by the way.
Oh, it's
the most, as they're saying on the radio, the most famous dot ball
Just got Smith.
Come on,
in.
Boys. And Bairstow's got another.
Yes! Go on, Bairstow. Yorkshire. Go on, my dad will be bloody...
It's an absolute rego Nick, though.
So what we'll do now is we'll play the waiting game for my dad to re-text me. Says Bairstow again. And he's a proud Yorkshireman. What can I say?
That's 3 down with Labuschagne.
Oh, it's game on, boys.
And Smith gone.
Beautiful.
Go on, try and predict the future. What are you thinking? Because by the time people hear this, it'll be over, obviously.
Yeah,
what are you thinking now? Where's the balance of power?
I don't know. It depends, because Broad's on one of them rolls now. That's 3 he's got, isn't it?
Yeah.
No, 2.
No, 2.
Oh, Robinson's
got first.
1. Yeah.
As,
Is it an extended day today?
Yeah, I've got another 18 overs, yeah.
has Anderson taken another one?
No.
So he's on 1,100 first class
shit.
wickets. There you are.
Fuck it, I'm going for it. England are bowling them out tonight.
And there we are. There's my dad's text.
Bairstow again.
And that's 3 again. Caught behind. Great bowling. You know, that's the commentary from my dad.
Just say that the lads are asking.
He don't listen to this. He's fine. He's not interested. I'm
just saying, ask him his thoughts on his drop so far.
Oh no, we had a very good chat about it over a coffee earlier, and he's very much in the same camp as us. But he just wants England to do well, so he don't defend one single player over the team, and he's in complete agreement that he's been chucked in.
Like Bairstow doesn't pick himself, does he?
No, exactly. No, so you take it for what it is. I think I just said there. Anderson's obviously taken 1,100 first class wickets now, which is just unbelievable, isn't it?
Oh.
At his age, to still be churning it out.
He's a freak.
And the Ollie Robinson, is it Ollie Robinson?
Yeah.
The one he took yesterday, which would be day, if you listen to this, day 3, the wicket he took yesterday, and we were saying earlier about the backlash from Jack Grealish. I'm talking to myself here because both of these are staring at phones looking at the cricket.
No, because Scott Boland.
If you're wondering why I'm stuttering and fluttering, it's because they're debating something about cricket. I'll keep going. I'll keep filling the airways.
Yes.
Dan said that there was 12 overs left.
No,
or something.
16.
16 overs left. But Scott Boland's just come out.
This is massively past tense, guys. So
yeah. Don't worry about it.
All over.
Yeah, it's good.
It's good, interesting. But I'm just saying it's. And I've lost my train of thought. What was I on about? What was I rambling about?
Fucking take this cunt with us as well.
Yeah, the Ollie Robinson wicket, saying earlier about Grealish and the snowflakes.
Yeah.
I hope there's some Aussies listening to this. Lads, you lot need to be able to take it on the chin a bit more.
To be honest,
honestly,
there's only a certain select few that have.
His first question in the presser after was an Aussie reporter getting into him. The amount of shit everyone's taken over the years.
Exactly.
This is the biggest game in cricket.
But I don't think you can judge the Aussies off what some.
No, I know, but you just.
No.
I've seen loads of it though, Carl. It's like fucking soft bastards.
It's a load of fucking.
Your proper Aussie mates are having none of it. They love it. They love it.
And
it fires
what a wicket as well.
It fires you up, doesn't it? And at the end of the day, you know, Michael Clark, Anderson went out to fucking bat and he was like, get ready for a broken fucking arm. It's just like, that's literally a threat. But
I just love it so much.
My missus was asking me the other day when Anderson got that wicket, I was like, oh, he's just so fucking good. And then she was saying, oh, who do you like? Who do you love more, Flintoff or Anderson? And for me, obviously, Flintoff as an all-rounder he was why I fell in love, specifically with Test cricket.
2005.
Absolutely.
For everyone.
Yeah.
We had his arms aloft.
Yeah. Just
I could watch that
unreal.
forever.
And he gets so fired up, and that's like, I like to play my cricket like that. But Anderson as a bowler and his longevity is phenomenal. Like, he's an absolute machine.
Again.
And the fact that we're so lucky, like people don't realise until he stops, we don't actually realise that we've spent our entire lives watching him play cricket for England for pretty much the majority of our upbringing and a lot of our adult life. He's a fucking freak of nature.
We've been very lucky in general because there's been some great England sides where we've been watching and going through from 2005 onwards. Before that, they couldn't buy a win against Australia.
No.
And 2005 broke the back of it. And even watching Joe Root, I mean, he's just
it's like,
generational.
Yeah, he's an incredible talent.
Do you know there's nothing better in the world than watching Stuart Broad running in with
Steaming.
a bit of a spring in his step? The crowd's going absolutely mental. You've got Harry Brook there and stood at the thing giving it.
Come on, boys.
I must clapping him in like he's about to go do the pole vault or something. It's fucking brilliant.
Must admit, at 70 for naught or whatever they were, I was like, "Fucking hell, here we go." They're going to
Aussies being Aussies.
do this at a canter.
So, wider picture then. So, we obviously, as you listen to this, we don't know what's happened with this test. It's turned back, hopefully, England's way. What are you thinking for the series?
Well, I
whitewash. Okay, Dan, not a problem.
No. I don't think there'll be a draw. I think it'll be 3-2 either way.
Interesting.
To be fair, like the way that England play cricket now, it's fucking kamikaze, and I absolutely love it.
It's heroin cricket, isn't it?
You can't help but just want
So
more
addictive.
and more.
It's moreish, and you may have an over.
The thing that's like, well, it's almost like absolutely ridiculous. It's that he just doesn't do what you're thinking. Like the team just doesn't do what you're expecting. Like this morning, you sit down. Like I literally was a minute late to turning the cricket on, and like the WhatsApp group's going absolutely mental. Like, what's Joe? I flick it on, and there's a replay. Joe Root's just tried to reverse ramp the ball. First ball of the morning's Test match, and I'm like, fucking hell.
It's even the aggressive field positions and stuff. It's just awesome to watch. I just love it. We've had a diet of T20 now for a good few years. The fact they're doing this in test match cricket is just phenomenal. And I bet the Aussies are so jealous of what we're doing now. But they're so jealous.
I've got a mate who's coming over on Thursday. Actually, he's
an Aussie.
Yeah, he's coming for a couple of weeks, and he's. We were talking about it earlier on, and it's weird watching it. He's basically saying it's weird watching it, but fucking good on him. Like it's weird to see people playing Test cricket like that.
But see, even the declaration, I mean, how many old people up and down the country would have been livid with that? People in Burnley, livid. He's declared.
When I got to the depot this morning, there was driver, what the fuck was he doing? He was declaring. It's like, have you not noticed the way we're playing?
We're aggressive,
cricket?
lads.
It's just ballsy, aggressive, and actually it puts the onus on them. Go and fucking knock them off then if it's that easy.
At the top of every decision that Stokes makes, and it's brilliant to watch because he's always on a swivel. It's a psychology of we want to win.
Yeah.
So what do I do next? And he does it every single ball. He moves his field around lots.
But mate, even the last 5 wickets yesterday, like the way that it wasn't quite happening for us, so he's just changed complete tack, thrown Khawaja off completely, but fucking fields that we've never seen before. We've been playing and watching the game for fucking years.
There's a brick wall in front of him.
Straight away, he's like, that's in his head. And then a couple of balls later, he's out.
Aga said on Test Match Special, he was saying he feels overnight, he's had a good think about it.
Yeah.
Like you just said there, he thinks it's more about unsettling the opposition than it is to what you need to do. If it's unorthodox and you don't know what you're looking at, that is psychologically a mess for a batsman.
Well, it is because the batter's thinking, why has he put him there?
Even when chucking Brook on to bowl. Yeah, you can't get your stride. You can't when you're facing the same bowlers.
You just don't want to get out to it.
Yeah. Everyone see that
There
catch?
is an element of that. Yeah. Oh, the
Brad Curry.
T20. Yeah, ridiculous.
One of the best catches you've seen.
Oh,
I don't think I've seen a better one.
Superman.
Absolutely incredible. But I mean, there's something that competition, even like some of the boundary catching that obviously they practice catching for being right on the boundary edge and maybe stepping over and chucking it back in and then catch it. You know,
the standard of cricket, full stop, now is absolutely ridiculous.
Class, isn't it?
Yeah.
Has it filtered through to your level yet, Dan?
Not quite, no.
People reverse sweeping and stuff.
Not quite.
Well, reverse sweeping, yeah, but like the just.
Yeah, but I can't say I've ever started a game on a Saturday and someone's tried to reverse ramp me the first ball of the game. And if they did,
the fuck do you think he is?
I just pissed myself. If they did.
All they said on TMS is, he set the tone for the early session.
The thing is, though,
dig in, lads, eh?
I know this sounds daft, but it's probably easier to do at that level because the bowler's running in and Joe Root, the keeper, I think Boland was bowling. The keeper's up to the stumps.
Yeah,
it is very obvious where Boland's going to bowl the ball because of where the keeper's up to the stumps for one.
Yeah,
so it eliminates about 5 deliveries out of it. He's going to bowl it into the channel, which is the channel that Joe Root plays the ramp off. So it was, although high risk, it was actually a pretty high percentage shot for someone like Joe Root.
Yeah.
Like, not us mere mortals, where we'd probably just eat it.
Did you give a prediction on the series? You said 3-2 either way, didn't you?
Yeah.
It's fucking chaos, mate. But
Just,
I'm
who knows?
just going to back us 4-1. Why not?
Love that. Get your cigar on. Love it. Love it.
There's one thing that is absolutely guaranteed, and it'll be fucking entertaining, and that's all.
That's all anybody wants, isn't it, really?
Yeah.
And that's all that they've
Long,
promised.
hot summer of cricket.
Well, it's not even... Well, in terms of, you say long, hot, but it's these 5 tests are going to be just
It's
enjoy
in
it
6
because
weeks.
it's going to
as well,
be...
isn't it?
Yeah, it's crammed into 6 weeks of pure fucking ecstasy.
This is an horrific show for anyone that doesn't like cricket. By the way.
Yeah. Wake up, Andy.
Oh, well. Knob. Pussy Fanny. There we are. Yeah, I've got you back into the room.
Back into him.
Shit, piss, fuck, cunt, cocksucker, motherfucker, tits, fat, turd and twat. There you are. You're back in the room. You're back in the room. You're back in the room. Who've you shagged this week? No, I'm joking. I put loads of punditry stuff on the notes, right, for Sky. Then every time I had to keep editing it because something kept happening. So I'd read in the mail that they were getting rid of a load of their pundits
Yeah.
as a cost-saving exercise. Then the next day, Tyler was announced leaving with immediate effect, not going to see the new season. And then the GOAT was announced.
I know, incredible.
Peter Drury was announced, which is great.
That's why they've got rid of everybody, so they can afford it, right?
There's going to be a backlash on that. Mark my words.
What?
So I love Peter Drury's commentary. I think he's brilliant, and he paints such a wonderful picture. There's going to be loads of backlash from younger fans who have got no interest in it. And it'll be like, oh, what does he go on about shit? It's too much, blah, blah, blah. I'm telling you that's happening. In the same way they targeted Martin Tyler's understated delivery, they're going to go for him. I can see it now.
Interesting.
They're idiots.
He's just brilliant.
So good.
Just a wonderful commentator. I'm so happy that he's taken the job.
I hope it doesn't lose its shine hearing it every week. Though.
Well, if you watch football on a dodgy stick, which I don't, I pay legally for Sky Sports every single month. Cheers, Murdoch. Or the hell owns him now. He's on a lot of the commentary, so a lot of people get a good diet of him anyway. And then obviously Twitter goes looking for him.
Yeah.
Something happens and they go looking for him. He's a fucking genius. Did he do ITV when I was a kid?
Yeah.
Him and what? It was him and Clive Tilsley used to alternate between. Because he's the other one they could have got, Clive Tilsley.
Yeah.
He's very good as well.
Because he's left ITV, hasn't he?
I wonder where Tyler will rock up then. TNT?
Nursing home.
Oh, that's a wonderful custard cream delivery.
Dinner time. And it's live.
And it's live. Shepherd's pie for tea, and it's hot. That's too mean, Dan. Too mean. Do you reckon he might end up on TNT? Too mean. Oh, series kicking off. Laura Woods has gone from the TalkSport Breakfast Show as well. She's heading up TNT.
She got a bit of mosh, didn't she?
She's good though, isn't she?
She's fantastic.
That whopper Jake Humphries is gone, thank God.
Yeah.
Get up at 4 a.m. Fuck off. Leave your wife. No, you can't make me do that.
I'll do it on my own accord.
Do it on my own accord, my own good time. Thank you very much.
Just finding the right moment when she says I can.
Get out of the comfy chair. I like the comfy chair, you dick. I'm watching telly in it. He's such a prick. So she's heading up TNT.
Some shit he came out with at the Champions League final that was just utterly just rancid. Fucking.
Have you seen the Martin Keown clip doing the rounds?
Yeah. Oh God.
Well, someone jumped in front of a train. Jake. Oh yeah, that's really bad. Fucking hell, you put him.
Oh, you're late again, Martin. Fucking hell.
It's not my fault that someone jumped in front of a train. Oh, fucking hell.
Ian Holloway, is it?
Off a cliff. He has got the accent, hasn't he? He's from Chiltern.
Is he?
Yeah. Fuck you. Fucking nailed it. Oh, back on the Ashes, just briefly. Darth Vader got arrested, which I thought was interesting.
Just funny.
Did the crowd go? If they didn't, the trumpet player should have got on it. If he didn't, he should have done. He needs sacking.
Sack the trumpeter.
So they've got rid of a load. They got rid of that. I can't remember his name. He's really good on
Bianca Westwood's
Saturday.
gone as well, isn't she?
Yeah, she's gone. Jeff's gone, but on his own accord. So it's going to look very different next year, isn't it?
Who else has gone then?
Loads.
Hopefully Clinton Morrison.
He's still there. The Irish international from from wherever he's from in London. Yeah, bruv, I'm Irish, innit, fam? To be sure. Or whatever Irish words there are. There's loads gone. Like, too many to name, actually. There's plenty, but there's been a right shuffle this week. I was saying this actually earlier. Again, sorry, Andy, back on cricket. The coverage of cricket, I think, is the best coverage of any sport that I watch.
Yeah, I agree.
Whether it's radio, whether it's TV, It is so in depth, and football should be ashamed of itself a little bit. But it's our national sport, biggest. It's rubbish compared.
Like the in-depth analysis
it's incredible.
of certain balls, certain shots, certain there's absolutely tons.
We drive a lot for our work, and if I'm working late and I've got a football match on, I genuinely, and someone said, right, your life depends on now. What's the score? B, what's going on? I couldn't tell you on football commentary. Couldn't tell you.
Yeah,
I'd never tell you.
You're waiting for the.
They'd be like,
you're waiting for a hint, aren't you?
Yeah, we were quite late and they were serving pie and, there's a goal. It's like, brilliant. So I didn't know idea the ball was anywhere near the goal.
Is that 1-1, 1-0?
What's going on?
Yeah.
But cricket, all day I've been listening to it and it's so in depth. And they'll cut away from their innate chat to tell you what just happened and just keep you clued in. Yeah, football can learn a lot from cricket.
Yeah.
Even the TV footage has been impressive. So, text from Tibbsy. Moore's gone from Chef Wednesday.
Unbelievable scene.
What's that all about?
I don't really know.
Him and O'Neill have gone today after both having clearly successful seasons.
To be fair, they soon got the advert out on Indeed, didn't they? Bournemouth.
Indeed, they did.
Yeah.
Iriola, within the hour, wasn't it?
Pretty impressive.
Very quick.
Sacked someone, got somebody over from Spain for an interview, decided that he was the man for the job.
All in an hour.
I suspect some cynicism in your voice, Carl.
Yeah. Pretty impressive.
Incredible.
I wish Indeed was that efficient when I was recruiting for warehouse staff. I could do that in an hour.
Flying them in from fucking Poland.
If I could do that in an hour, I'd be fucking delighted.
We're going to let you go, Gary. Who's that Spanish fella wandering through? Oh, ignore him. Don't worry about him. He's just visiting from Rayo Vallecano. Just ignore him. Don't worry about it. We had it with when we got rid of Uwe Rosler, I think it was. And literally, Uwe Rosler was pictured coming out by the local press. And what's his name? That tosser was pictured going in his Range Rover. It's like, hell, he wasn't lined up, was he? Wait, he's struggling in recruitment, Carl, at the minute?
No.
Indeed you are.
Not at all, no. But just found it.
It's not quite as quick, is it?
No. Weird that, isn't it?
It is a world of its own, isn't it?
It really is.
For that sort of stuff.
Yeah, because I'm fairly confident that if we operated like that at work, we'd probably be done for fucking unfair something or other.
You'd be in litigation up and down the country. It's like relegated side. Obviously, we were relegated, clearly. And all our footballers are like, yeah, I'm not staying here. So, hold on a minute. You played a lot of these games and you were shit. And now you want to swan off. Okay, this, honestly, launch themselves. It's like the only profession in the world where you can be shit and get a better job.
I know.
You fall upwards.
It's nonsense, isn't it?
There's one of them, a centre-half we've got, he's been all right, but he's not a leader. You wouldn't you wouldn't go to war with him. And he's like, I want to go there and be a leader. You ain't got it in you, mate. So,
is that Robin Koch?
Yeah, I ain't got it in him. I ain't got a stiff one in him.
I thought that.
Good player.
Unlike you when you walk into the Smallwood Depot.
Good tomorrow. Oh, Carl's a good-looking lad. Guns out, legs out, looking all sweaty, sunglasses on.
Not so much the guns these days.
The pistols.
I've got the arms of a 3-year-old boy.
Breadsticks. It's like a cheese string on a bike.
They're pathetic, honestly.
You don't need them now. It's legs, innit? It's for you. Legs.
I know, but sometimes I see people that are like women that have got bigger arms than me. I'm not even joking.
You don't matter. It's legs now, Carl. Legs.
I know.
That's where the power comes from.
I find it funny.
Your arms are just there to hold on.
Yeah.
Or your legs carry you to victory.
Quite embarrassing, though, when people can lift more than you.
You can still lift more than me.
I doubt it.
I struggle to lift a box of beer.
Genuinely, I had to go out into, I don't know why I'm telling this because nobody really gives a shit, but I went out into the warehouse and I picked up a bag-in-box cider, and it felt like the heaviest thing in the world. When I was a drayman, I used to walk around with 2 of them.
Did? Yeah. Well,
I was walking around, I was like, fuck, I'm going to have to put this down.
All for cricket, all for cycling, mate. It's all for the glory.
That's fun.
Long gone are the days of shoulder pressing 18 gallons.
Got no chance.
So I've got a box of woolly hats behind me.
Oh.
In the office. They have arrived.
Keeping you warm.
Perfect for summer.
Just in time for this 30-degree heat. So we will post a link at some point. There'll be a price plus a P&P. Carl's going to take responsibility for delivery. He's decided.
He'll do it on his
because
bike.
he's going to be great at it. So it'll be hand delivered by Carl.
Yeah.
On his bike when he does his rounds. As long as you live in Lincolnshire somewhere, we'll hand deliver it. Feel free to come and collect it to keep the P&P down for those that know where I live. And we'll get a price out
anywhere.
Is delivery fee if you do it, or are you pocketing the delivery?
Well, I'm pocketing it because I'm going to have to ride there.
It don't cost you anything. You're not putting fuel in.
What do you mean? Well, I need fuel.
True, yeah. Have your prices gone up like the petrol?
Yes.
Fucking had you there, didn't he? He was
Not really.
He's
not popping unleaded in his bumhole, is he?
Well, no,
that was you in fucking Bucharest or wherever you were.
Wherever you're into, mate.
I still need food, mate.
True. Steak.
No.
So you buy a hat, either it'll come in the post via the Royal Mail, or you're paying for chicken for Carl.
Yeah.
It's fair.
Simple.
Keeping him hueled. Hueled and fueled.
Not fuel.
Hueled and fueled. I saw a fat person in that stuff the other day. I thought, who are you kidding, mate? It's like me wearing it. Huel.
They have that shit shake thing, and then they're still fucking starving because it isn't a meal. Idiots.
Very true.
But yeah, if you want a hat, just hit us up.
In time for summer. You're going to do a link, right?
Yeah. I'm going to hand deliver it. I'm happy to hand deliver it to anyone.
And clothing is optional. So if you want him to arrive naked on his bike, just click the option that will have a drop down. In fact, you can pick any of us to arrive naked. It's not a problem. There'll be a drop down. I don't think I'll get many hits.
I definitely won't.
No, dad bods are in. You two will be.
Yes. Thank Christ. It's the year of the dad bod.
I reckon I'm probably the least popular.
I have drank so much alcohol in the last 2 months. I am ready to go back on a diet. I'm ready. I am bursting out of these chinos.
Good luck with that.
Ready.
Now you're selling some proper beer.
Proper beer now, isn't it? It's good, isn't it?
Sexy.
Proper sexy Dutch beer.
It's nice, yeah.
Oof. Problem is, beer is really tasty. It's the issue I find.
Tasty beers, really.
Tasty beer.
Tasty.
So we'll put a link out. We'll sort it all through the regular channels. I'm sure we'll work it out. But for those that keep inquiring, thank you for your consistent support. And we look forward to you wearing our hats and sending us pictures of you doing so, especially in the winter when you'll actually need it. They do look good, though.
They are very, very good quality.
They look good. Good quality. Thank you to our supplier, Tails Never Fails, or TNF, or whatever the chuff they're called. Dan's brother works for them in the UK. So if you need any cricket apparel, that's right, isn't it?
Yep.
He'd be able to hook you up.
Easy boy.
Yeah, it's just slide into our DMs or what have you. What did you do for Father's Day, DT?
I didn't actually see my dad, so when you were talking about that earlier, I was feeling a bit bad, but I had half an hour on the phone with him in the afternoon. But, yeah, didn't actually get to see him.
I went for a pizza.
Did you?
Very good. We got Three Joes, I think it's called, new place in the city.
What, on the Corn Exchange?
Yeah, it was all right.
The one on the Corn Exchange?
Yeah, very
decent.
good.
Opposite 200 degrees?
Yeah, it's good. Yeah.
I sat in Botanist and I said, I didn't know. Said to Dad, I didn't realise there's a pizza
handmade, and then good range of pizzas, and then it's shoved into a wood fire oven, so you can't go wrong, really. And all for quite a reasonable price. Decent. Can't whack it. Kids got me loads of gifts. That's always good. I was bought an iced coffee machine, an iced latte machine.
Do like iced coffee.
An iced latte.
An iced latte machine. I'm a little bit obsessed with them. Cool. So I've got one of them. And then they're all made handmade cards and shit, which is very nice.
Yeah, I saw your post about being called a lot of things in your life.
Yeah, so for those that are my friend,
so
I've been called a lot of horrible things in life.
Yeah.
That is the best.
Is it?
Yeah.
What?
Dad.
Oh.
Best thing you could be called, Carl. You'll get there eventually, mate. One day, a little Stubbsy running around.
I'd find it quite weird if people started calling me Daddy.
Say man.
Again, depends what you're into. I've always found that particular sexual kink a bit weird.
Yeah.
I've always found that a bit odd. Yeah, no, I'm alright. That's a bit weird.
Have you never been called Daddy?
No. I would find it really creepy. Even before having kids. Ride me, Daddy. Bit weird. We've got off to a slow start here, kid. I'm as limp as an ostrich tail here. Do ostriches have tails?
I don't think so.
They're fluffy ones, aren't they? On the back of him. Like a balloon when the air runs out.
balloon knot.
Got nothing. Need splints now.
Ride me, daddy.
Oh, creepy, innit? Creepy.
I'm laughing, but it's a nervous laugh. I don't like it. It's fucking weird. I don't understand.
Creepy as fuck.
Yeah.
Imagine being into that.
So your neighbours had enough?
It's God, mate. Yeah, it's
enough.
because you called him Dwayne Pipe about a year ago. He's held a grudge ever since. He tells me every day. No,
Is he the geezer with the drums?
No, other side.
Oh, right.
He's got the drums.
Shame.
Does the geezer with the drums listen to this?
Not that I know of.
Right.
Too busy fucking
Too
twatting
busy.
his cymbals.
I haven't heard the drums for a while. Maybe he heard you. Maybe he does listen. He's took it on board, Carl, the criticism you sent his way.
Too busy trying to be that Collins geezer, isn't he?
So I am on the look for a new neighbour. The one that's there now is decent. Loves football, loves
I'm
beer.
going to be honest with you, mate. I don't think you get a say in who moves in.
I think I should get to vet them.
No, it's not.
I'll share a driveway, for God's sake.
My
Dwayne's decent. Good lad.
My new neighbour's a bit fucking ignorant.
You bought chickens?
No, but I'm all for it. I don't want to talk to
Why are
him
they
either.
ignorant?
Well, it's just like...
Terrible neighbour etiquette.
No, I just always say hello in the morning and stuff, but that's all I want. I don't want a fucking conversation. Like, hello is
plenty.
I remember the song? When neighbours become good friends.
I don't want to be friends with my neighbours.
I'm friends of mine.
Well, it's fine.
I'm a chatty Cathy, Carl. Can't help myself.
I don't want to talk to them.
We feed the cats and everything when they go away.
Not anymore.
Well, the others might have cats. We are going to have that
What, are you going to go
awkward
in
first
there
month.
and that's a selling point, is it?
I'm going to knock bang on the door. We'll look after your cats.
First, don't say anything else.
I'll look after your cats.
Like
we
some-
haven't got cats.
some
We've got
fucking
dogs.
Crazy.
Look after your dogs. You need milk. You come find me.
The neighbourhood creep.
They'll soon move out with
I'll
me and
call
my
you
kids in
Daddy.
the garden. I'm the fucking binfluence around here, you prick.
There's too
I go
many
first.
fucking kids in my estate now as well.
Oh, they're ramping up, Carl.
Oh, mate.
Oh, I forgot the bins last week. I was hungover. There's a full... Yeah, careful.
I know.
Where are you going with that?
No, I'm not going anywhere with it.
2 years into this now.
Go on.
No.
Say to him.
I think he was going to make a
Absolutely
paedophile joke,
just
Carl.
so he has to edit it.
Don't edit it. I can't ask. It's too hot. Just don't say it. Leave them
He's
wanting
changed
more.
his tune pretty quickly there, hasn't he?
It's too hot, Carl. Can't believe we're here like 52 minutes now. It was up to last week, I must admit, when I recorded a little 7-minute.
I just like dropping the odd thing in there that I know
You do.
is going to be a little bit close to the bone for you, but
Little
not,
cookie crumbs.
not enough for you to want to edit it.
That would have been beyond the line if I'd said what I was
We're-
going to say.
Would it?
Because I'm into a new employer now, I don't know where the line is. I felt like my last employer let a lot go. Like, nobody ever pulled me up on any of this sort of stuff. And I don't know what's going to happen with a new employer.
What can they say?
I don't know. You never know, do you?
Well, I'd probably stop doing impressions of him in Dutch, to be fair.
Well, I'm owned by a Dutch company. If you can't take a piss at yourself, Carl, what can you do?
Well, depends. I don't know what the Dutch say.
It's so good. Oh, yes. It says here, you sent me a fucking video from RT.
I know.
Yeah,
It's not his boss.
true. They're in Holland. They don't listen to this. It's fine. Schmuck on a pancake. Bring a bong, yes. Shrinkles. Right, I think we're done. Any more for any more?
No, I think we're just about there, aren't we?
As we leave, what's the cricket score, Carl?
107 for 3 at
What do they need? Oh, it's closed.
Yeah.
What do they need?
278, is it? No, 281
281 to win. Yeah.
in total.
What do they need now?
I'll work it out.
I can't work it out. I'm shit at maths.
171, something like that.
So as we leave you now, it is on a knife edge, listener. And you've got the advantage of being in the future, so you know what the score is. What's the point?
174 to win.
You've got a Nike t-shirt on. I watched the film the other day of that, when they did, it's called Air on Amazon Prime. It's brilliant.
Oh, is it?
And why I'm aggressively pointing at it, I don't
I
know.
was going to say.
Really good. It's got Matt Damon in it. And the other one. Who's the other one? His mate. His mate. They did a load of films together. His mate.
Carl on there.
Black hair. You don't watch films.
Good film guy.
They did Good Will Hunting together. That was their breakout film that they wrote and directed and starred in. What's he called?
I don't know.
Dave.
Adam.
No. Anyway, it's about them signing Michael Jordan, and it's a brilliant film. Really, really good. Like Nike were just this running company. They'd not made any headway into real sport, and this guy just went bang. We need to sign him. He is the future, and how right he could have been. I would recommend it. 2 thumbs up, 10 tomatoes.
Wowzers.
Yeah, 10 whole tomatoes.
That is a serious...
Why
mark.
tomatoes?
I don't know, Carl. It's the first thing that came to my head. Because of rotten tomatoes, I think. Shawshanks are 20.
20 tomatoes.
20 rosy plum tomatoes.
Nice. Right, anyway.
Should we go?
Yeah.
Get the shop done.
Already done it.
You have been listening to another episode of Gone Off on a Tangent, the podcast to the stars. Therein lies something. Small Bit Limited sponsors, Hell's Ditch of the music you're listening to as we speak. I've been Adam Stocks, he's been Carl.
See you later, Pat.
He's been Dan Taylor.
Cheerio.
Tibbsy says hello. See you next week. Bye-bye. Thanks for downloading.